Hello, welcome and welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. I hope you're well. Today is going to be my Q2 half-year review of how our plans and savings have been and what we're kind of aiming for the second half of the year. I've got a bit of a new setup as well in terms of kind of savings challenges, so I'll show you all of the savings challenges that I am going to start doing as well. So I'll try not to keep this too long, but I have been through actually let's go back a couple of pages. So this was what I'd done at my end of Q1. So Q1 was January, February, March, and Q2 is April, May and June. So this was kind of the plan of what we had wanted to do, and I'd sort of put aims, and we did manage to finish a lot of this in Q2. So in Q2 we finished our summer holidays, so I'll just highlight that, which was finished in June, which was good, a month early. We finished the Toon Challenge, so that was for my son's 16th birthday. We have done Goodwood, which we've just finished as well, again both those a month early. We finished Prom, which was great. We finished the Tech Fund, and we are well on our way for Christmas. So yeah, a good amount of sort of high level targets, should we call them? I don't know. Anyway, so I then listed all of the challenges that we completed in Q2. So there's obviously only 2 in Q1 because it's actually taken me 6 months to finish most of these. So if you're not completing challenges kind of every couple of weeks, don't worry. I mean, I do smaller ones in my leftover binder and then they feed into these bigger ones. I don't include those. I kind of include the ones that I'm saving for sort of bigger amounts for purposes. So we've done Freedom again, the 1.5k saver, that was Goodwood, the Fruits Challenge, Cinderella Cash, that was Tech, Show Me Candy was the boys. Actually, I don't think I've got that on here. No. So that was the boys' exam celebrations. 100 Envelope Challenge we've done. Numerology was Prom. Risk 6 was for football shirts. Poison Goblets was towards Disney. Colour Roll was towards holiday. Rainbow Drops was towards holiday. Splat was towards holiday. We've done the Save 7,000 with 7 dice. We finished. That took like well over a year, but that's okay. The Big Budgeting Meetup and the Toon Challenge, which is 1,950. All of that complete in Q2, which is great. I'll now take you on to some of the other challenges that we have had on the go but haven't quite finished. So these are all the ones that we finished that have kind of featured in what we wanted to do for Q2. But by the end of Q2 we have managed to overpay our mortgage by £811.86. That's just in 2025. So we've done the Freedom Binder twice, and then I make a small overpayment every month anyway. So my daughter's room revamp, we originally wanted £600. Actually, we need £1,500. And so far we've saved £840. So we've got £660 left on that one. Our kind of home, we've got 2 home funds at the moment. We've got one for like the garden and dining. So we want a new dining table and to redo the decking outside, so it's kind of on one level. So yeah, it's a nicer experience. We're doing the Gotta Roll For It challenge, which is 1,260. We will probably need more, but that's a good place to start. We've saved 233 so far, and we've got 1,027 left to go. And then we also want some bifold doors, which will now be 1,200. Actually, this was originally going to be 600, and we've got the Home Fund savings tracker, which we've saved 450 on. So we've got another 750 to go on that one. Christmas, our original target is 2,350 and we have saved 1,727, and we've got 623 left. Now, we would quite like to do a city break sort of / Christmas market before Christmas this year. So the reason I've been going hard on Christmas is because I'm going to see if we can achieve that. But we'll see. I'm going to give it another maybe 2 months, so maybe the end of August I'll know what we're going to do there. So there is potentially a bigger goal there, but we're going to see. Our 100 envelope challenge, we've got to 2,810, so 2,240 to go, which is great. The 10k we haven't really moved on this month or this quarter really, but we will be feeding some of our emergency fund into this. But we have money in car, we've got lots of other pots for lots of different things, so I'm not too worried about like this. Like £1,000 a really great amount to have in there. The 10k is essentially for long-term savings, but it would be used as an emergency if we needed it. To be honest, all of this would be used in an emergency if we needed it. So medical, our original aim was to get to £250. I think the end of last quarter we were at 50. We now have a bigger target of £2,500. I'm not quite ready to talk about that yet, but it is something that we would like to do. We've got to £100. So yeah, that needs a good push, but we'll see about that one. And then we've got a couple of other little targets that we want. So we've got 2 sets of tickets that we want to save for, 2 different things that we want to do, and that's £340. So far we've saved 64, 276 to go. And then self-care, 240 is the target, saved 170, got 70 left. So that is kind of the challenges that we've sort of still got on the go, because we've finished quite a lot at the end. So then I'm going to turn you over, and actually let me open the full page and then you can zoom in if you want to have a look at any of those numbers. So our future savings, these are things that we would love to save for, or attempt to save for. Whether we get there or not is another question. So yeah, we want to do a city break at Christmas this year. We would like some garden gates. Yeah, they're quite big, so we'd need quite a big set. My husband would like a workshop in the garden. Yeah, another big ticket item. We want to start saving for a 2026 holiday. We don't know what that's going to look like yet. That may be Centre Parks, it may be something abroad, I don't know. It may be Disney Paris, I don't know. And we also want to, the kids all want to go skiing. My husband really wants to go skiing, but everybody wants to have Christmas in snow. So again, we might see where it takes us. We also need to save for another car. Hope the aim is by 2028. Me and my husband have got our 20th wedding anniversary in 2028, and we would also like to do a lovely holiday, just the 2 of us, somewhere lovely. So they're kind of the bigger aims. Obviously not all for this quarter. This quarter, I'd like to look at this. So if we can get some of these big things done, then that would be great. Some other things that we want to save for still is a new mattress. We've got appliances that need to be sorted, driving lessons that will need to be saved for by April next year, and we've got a passport that expires. So this is kind of what we'd like to do. So we'd kind of manifest this. So that's our review. Do you do a review? Let me know in the comments. I love doing this. I love looking to see kind of what we've achieved, what we've got left to achieve, what we want to achieve. I just think it's really good to get it all written down. I'm now going to show you through my binders. So let me put that to one side, put that over there. And you will see that I have all of my binders here. Can you see my binders? Hopefully. Yes, so the Essentials binder is pretty much staying as it is. It's just got placeholders at the back for pots of money that we've already saved. So yeah, that will stay as is. Where's my sheet? Yes, so we will start here. So Christmas is going to stay as is. You've already seen that. The binder for leftovers is going to stay. The annuals is going to stay. The essentials is going to stay. But I've now got five savings challenge binders. And we'll still have freedom, and we'll still have our family annuals, and we're still working on the iris binder. So in here, not much has changed. I've just added some bits. So we've got for my daughter's cheer, my daughter's room, and then we've got a savings challenge for some tickets. I've added another savings challenge for another set of tickets. This is the Bloom challenge from Grounded Budgets. I got this ages ago and just not found a purpose, so we've got that. Self-care still, 100 Hearts of Joy still, Home Fun still, Taylor's Oddest Time, that will feed into the Iris Disney. Medical, we need to do this like 20 times. I've added in a passport, which is from the Queen Bee Makes. I've added numbers to this. Hopefully you can see that, yeah. I've added numbers to this because we just need to get £100. I've added in this tracker from Cashbook Cute for driving lessons. So we'll try and work on that. And then we've still got the 50 wishes for the 100 envelope and the 10k. So that is that one. So not a huge amount's changed in that binder. This one, we've just added a few. So I'm going to call the blue binder that I just showed you kind of my fixed price or fixed amount binder. So I kind of know what amounts each icon is for that binder. This is more of a gamey binder. So we've got, is it a kissing book or an action book? So this is the last in the Grounded Budgets Princess Bride pack. So I'm going to finish this, and then this will feed into Disney as well. We're going to continue with the Treasure Tower challenge. Saves 165, and this will be split between glasses and tech. So I put yes. So we've got an amount in glasses and tech, but I'd like to top them both up. So that's what we're going to use that for. We're going to start a pop of colour. So that will save £147. I'm not all of these have got a specific purpose. I've just got bigger goals in mind. So these will probably feed into some of those unless there's anything that comes up. And then we have got Rosebud's Shut the Door challenge. So it's a bit like Knockout 9. I'm not sure if these nice, lovely, shiny envelopes give off too much of a reflection. I'm not sure. Let me get it out. So yeah, so we've got a Shut the Door from Rose. So we're going to do that one. And then I have got the Jar of Hearts from Bethany Budgets. And I got the ones you can write the amount on, and I've gone for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12 for that. So that's a dice rolly one. And then we're going to continue with our Sudoku roll, which is from Mortgage Overpayment. So yes, that's got 40 hearts, so that could potentially be a high saver. So these are all of what I'm going to call my smaller savings challenges, although I think this one could be quite big, but it's going to stay in here anyway. So that's that one. What I also have, which is going to be an addition until it's done, is my binder that I got from the Big Budgeting Meetup. So my Big Budgeting Meetup challenges. I have a bag full of challenges that I got from the goodie bag, and I've kept them separate. And the idea is I'm going to put £30 a week into this binder. So this is literally just for fun, and it will get fed into the other challenges. A bit like my leftover, but with a little bit more money, possibly. And whenever one's finished, I'm literally going to do a lucky dip in the bag, take it out and put them in. That's exactly what I've done with this. I've done a lucky dip, and this is what I ended up with. So the first one that we've got is, will you be the budgeting king or queen from Rosebud's Budgets? So it's a scratch off, and I've put them as king is 5, queen is 10. So that's that one. Then we've got Shut the Box Light from She Can Budget. How do I play this? Do I play it with 1 dice or 2? Not sure. Can somebody let me know what you do? And then I've got time to save, which is clocks. So each clock is £5. And then I've got, I'm not sure, can't remember who that one was from. Sorry. Busy Bee Saver saves 80, and that's from Budgets on a Budget, I think. Yeah. So we're going to feed into these, and then whenever they're done, they will feed into probably one of the larger savings challenges, which I will show you now. So we have that one. And that won't stand up here, so I've just had to put that to the side. So then we're going to go on to our kind of next level savings challenges. So these are again higher amounts that we're going to save. I mean, to be honest, I think I've probably taken on more than I can handle, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. So in here, we have got Savings Challenges of Volume 2. Now this is an A4 book from Safe Budgeting Life. And it has got lots and lots of lovely challenges in it. So we're going to try and put some money in here as often as we can. What this is going to be for will depend where we are when it's finished, because this saves hold on, I'll just finish flicking through. So it saves £2,003, and as you can see, I couldn't decide what it was going to save for. So it depends, where we're at by the time it's done. So that is that one. And then we've got, hold on, find somewhere to put it, there we go. And then we've got 4 Seasons. So this will be my first spinny challenge. So it's a scratch off from Dingley Designs. So it's got the 4 seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter. And then you just spin the dice, and then you'd have to scratch off 2 in the autumn. Saves £800. This is summer holidays next year is the plan for that one. And then we've got Are You Squidding Me, which is this here. And yeah, so I'll be rolling the dice to see what page I have to do in this one. This says £5.50. Not 100% sure what this is going to go towards just yet. Again, it just depends when it's finished and which of the big goals we need to work towards. So that's why I like to list them. So I've listed all my kind of big ticket item goals that we'd like to do for the next couple of years. And then I know kind of what I'm working towards rather than just kind of saving for not sures. So yeah, so that's that one. And then we're going to continue with the You've Got to Roll for It, which again, we've already started. I've got the Rainbow Geometrics from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. I've put these as quite high amounts. I'm probably going to regret it. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10. And that has got 104 triangles on, in case anybody wants to know. Yes, I am the person that counts them. So yeah, 104 triangles, potentially a really big saver. And the same again, it will depend. And then we've got Fill the Dots. So my original plan was to do Fill the Dots 2, but I did get Fill the Dots from the swap table at the Big Budgeting Meetup. So I've decided to do this one first. So that is at the back there. I might reorder these, yeah, but we'll see. So that's kind of the order they are in at the minute. So some of the challenges from here will probably feed into this binder. I know it's challenges into challenges, but I want to showcase all of the savings challenges that were made for the Big Budgeting Meetup goodie bag. So yeah, I want to make sure that I do them. And this is kind of the best way I've seen how, or I think I can do them. So they are big ticket items. And then I have a folder for even bigger ticket items. Honestly, I've definitely taken on more. And these will not all be done in this quarter. This will probably take about a year. Well, actually, some of it will probably take more. So in here, I love this. You can do hard things. I definitely can, and definitely love cash stuffing. So we still have our 100 envelope challenge, which won't be finished by the time I need to use it, but I'm going to keep going with it anyway. We have got our 10K, which is our emergency long-term saving. which we will keep going towards. And then we have this. So I've wanted to do this challenge for ages. I see quite a few people doing it. And this is the Budget with Ira Save 6,000. Now, if you buy the whole set from him, you get like a massive, is it like A2 sheet or something that you have to fold and fold? That whole folding thing just, yeah, I can't cope with it. So I've got a digital download and I've printed it off. So it is probably quite small. Can you see? Yeah. So it is quite small. I haven't laminated it either because I can just reprint it. Yeah, so save 6,000. And the lovely Katie at Budget with Bliss has sent me her envelope very, very kindly. So yeah, thank you, Katie, for that. So I've got that envelope. We've got this challenge. This is going to be for one of the longer terms. So probably the 2028 goals is this challenge. And then I am going to do this again. So I've got the Save 7,000 with 7 dice. It won't be done as quickly as it was last time. I will probably have this in here for about 3 years. And that's okay. So this, I think, will be for a car in 3 years time. So that's the goal. But what I've done this time is I've just put a little bit of blue tack on the paper. So I'm pretty much using the same paper version that I had before. And then I can just pop the money in. And yeah, so I haven't cleaned the envelope off, but you know, is what it is. The only different one that I have put in is the final one because it's got the amount on at the bottom. So yeah, so that is what I am planning on doing for the second half of 2026, probably into 2027. So the challenges that will change will be from here. These will change regularly. My leftover will change regularly. I'm hoping some of the fixed rate ones will also. I'll still be doing my challenges for my annuals, and hopefully this sort of smaller savings challenge binder, I might be able to get a couple of these done this quarter as well. But as for the long-term big savers at the end there, they'll be here for a while, and I'm really, really excited to get them all started. Yeah, as I said, I do have my other binders still. So yeah, so that is what I'm up to for the next 6 months. Please subscribe to the channel so you can follow along to the journey. See if I am being completely crazy in trying to achieve all of this. We'll see. It gives me something to work towards and keep focused, which is definitely key for me. If you've done a quarter 2 review, let me know. I'd love to hear how you've been getting on. Yeah, so leave me a description in the comments about it, or your channel if you've done a recording for it, and I'll come over and watch. And yeah, please give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Not sure what order these are all going out in. You're going to get fed up with me. I'm here every day for about a week. But yes, until the next video, I'll see you soon. Bye.